So which is this sizing? Today I've got a massive treat for you guys. $20 massive. Today there was a Buy No Nation garage sale down the street, so I wiggled my tongue. Ended up with 20 bucks worth of box. So here's my haul from that. I'll start out with the things I picked out first. Cheap American Dream shirt. Some short shorts that may or may not fit as they are size 26. This white shirt with some yeets on the end. I'm really trying to extend my wardrobe into things I actually want to wear these days, so thrift stores have been closed. It's been hard to get rid of things I don't want, so I kind of just have a bunch of things I don't want. I didn't get to try anything on at this garage sale, and I didn't want to because there was so much damn stuff to look at, but I got this just in case. It says it's a small. I don't believe that for a second, but that's life. So I got a bit of summer clothing. And then for nail polish, I got nail art stuff from the 2000s. Oh, that is hella goopy. Should have had a peek at that before I got it. It is within the range of acceptability. This little slurp, perfect quality, 2000s. Some of the best nail polish I've ever bought. The one I have of this in a sparkly purple color is really hard to take off. It doesn't chip away pretty much at all, so I've got that in another color now. And then I got Wet n Wild matte top coat. I freaking wiggle my tongue for a matte top coat. Hardcore. You know, and I love how it says shine on it, because it's not supposed to. These things are freaking worth their money for that, because I love touching stuff so much. I've got a captain hat keychain, because your boy is the captain. And it'll match my actual captain hat. Someday when I'm having something that needs keys, someday, you know. I also had a book aisle, so I got a guide to seashore life, which details North American sea creatures, so I can frickin' understand what the hell these things are, whatever the hell it is. You know, you go to the beach and you say, what the frick is that? And now you know. And this one I had to get because it's old-timey. It says summer of 28. Do any of my homies frickin' remember that year, you know? This is nearly 100 years ago that this book is set in, whether it was written then or not. But it's pretty old. It's called Dandelion Wine, which is a fantastic old-timey title. I haven't read a lot of old-timey books, but I love their covers, and sometimes there's really good wisdom in there. People weren't pretentious and ridiculous back then. Next I hit up the music aisle, which got me a tape, which may or may not have anything on it. It says this side and the other side. And that made me laugh like frick when I saw that, because I'm thinking, oh, the other side, oh, that's probably a band or something. It's probably gonna sound pretty good. And then I flip it over and what the hell, right? But I'm super curious to see if that's got anything on it, especially since it's so messed up in the case there. Yeah, it's gone really wiggly. Who knows if that'll even play, but that's kind of the mystery, because even if it doesn't, I've got a little house homie, right? I can frickin' put it up on my wall like a decoration. This Beverly Hills Chihuahua once said, "I Chihuahua." Oh man, looks like it might have been snapped in there. That is so unfortunate. I wanted to see what was on the other side. I also got this double coating clear powerful sound and super low noise CRO2 tape. Doesn't look to be anything on it, but I just think it looks cool. And I love little bits and pieces that, little knickknacks, you know, things that, you know, I just really love the look of technology. I think it looks so cool and smooth, and it fascinates me because I don't know how any of this stuff works. You know, it's funny, we're around so much technology in this year, and nobody ever tells you how it really works. Yeah, I get it, there's sparks and stuff floating around the atmosphere, however the hell that works. But, you know, how does any of it function, right? How does it go into a phone or anything? How does Wi-Fi frickin' work? And why is that one girl allergic to it? What I think may be the best of the music hall is something called Mix Tash. I don't know who Tash is, but this is her mix, and I'm gonna listen to it because I love getting into other people's personal lives. So we'll get to hear from our homie Tash very soon. I also found this book holder, the exact same things that were at the library that I worked at. It holds a book, but you can also use it for phones, tablets, a bag of chips, a video game, almost, a sideways video game. So that's going to be fun to play with. Also, it's a cool little fidget, right? You put a bunch of metal and rubber together and it's just all too fun to play with. Next we've got the Okanagan mug. It's a funky little camping mug that attaches to your waistband, and you could take up some stuff from a river and then just light this up, right? Supposedly you could light this up. I don't know a lot about fire, but it carry thing. Then I've got a doll with a disability who looks like all my female friends. Pretty much every single one of them looks like either this or a hippie. That's some type of realism. She got a clothes and a second clothes, but this one's for extra fun times. I got her because I just really like things that are small and look like real life things. I'm obsessed with that for whatever reason. At some point I want to make some sort of film with dolls or something. I think that'd be pretty frickin' cool. For that I got this, which looks like the Barren Wastelands, or any type of wasteland that there was. You know, you got your pieces of wood and your tires and gravel, crushed up cars, and then that's something too. You got this thing, which I suppose is supposed to hold it up or something. This was not a set. Nothing there was a set. In fact, they had a box of shoes that were, you know, it was a shoe, but you'd have to have some handiwork to make a second one, because there was no second one. Here's the bag for the mug, and here's our best purchase of the day. I don't even know what this is, but it's so beautiful. Look at it. There was just this phone sitting there. They were trying to clear freaking everything out, because the worst part about having a sale like that is that there's so much stuff, and when people don't buy it, they have to ship it off to a thrift store or something. And, well, thrift stores these days frickin' around already trying to sell off things that they have. There's just so much stuff built up everywhere. Nobody was able to take all these things that they tried to clean out of their house, out of the house. There's a lot of stuff everywhere. and this was one of them. Yeah, this was in the makeup department. It's a Samsung. It's got a battery that you should refer to the manual before using. I genuinely don't know what kind of phone this is and if the battery even works, but I have a passion for old electronics. I don't know very much about fixing them, but I just think they are cute as hell, and this one is just such an absolute slurp, and you know, I'm not sure it would be worth much anyways. It was 20 bucks for this lot, and you know, my S3s were 20 bucks each. My SE I paid nothing for, and my 6 I got from my dad. So, old phones are hella cheap. Nobody wants them. I just figured I'd pick up this thing. It's nice. I genuinely don't know what kind of phone this is. S2 maybe, S1. If I were to record audio with it, perhaps I could compare it to grade A under A's videos in which he uses an S2 to record audio. Yeah, not a whole lot of stuff, but if I had been searching there longer, there possibly would have been. I just have a lot more stuff that I'd like to get rid of. So ideally, there would be a reverse garage sale, just kind of a massive pawn shop, but they'll eat anything you have. But I've got this now, and I love it so much. Look at how freaking small it is. It is so small, and I love it. It's like my boy. And it's got this wonderful little metal edge and frickin'... It's a slurp. It's a big slurp. It's got this little micro SD hatch. New enough to have a micro SD, which I don't even know when those things came out because I don't pay attention to things that actual phones need. This was such a slurp because I really did need to go shopping for some stuff. I'd say the highlights, expense-wise, this is obviously very expensive. I don't know what the hell it's even made out of, but I assume mostly natural fibers aside from the trim. The phone, of course. Or no, Hollister short shorts. That's money. Jones, New York. The mug, which I assume would have been free as its sponsorship. And this nail polish. Not sure about the other ones, they're kind of old. My favorites out of this haul are the Barren Wastelands track, the Doll Homie, the mixtape, The Other Side. I can't choose which book, but let's be honest, I like this whole haul, that's why I bought it. And there were just so many things there of this wonderful color that it really spoke to me because I had a dream that I was buying pants that color at a garage sale. Just freaking burgundy women's pants, which obviously wouldn't fit me all that well. Women's clothes be like, hey dog, you extra curvy, we got you. If you're anything else, we're burlap sack. But man, I am so excited for this. I am so excited to frickin' try out this phone. I just want to plug it the frick right in, right? Because I want to see what life this phone had. This is gonna be another frickin' video, but man, I want to see what's in here. I wanna just experience this. If I could go my whole life testing old electronics every so often, I'd be having time. I love shopping off other people, garage sales and all that. I love looking at other people's collections that have come from a whole area, right? If you're in Vancouver, you get a completely different selection of things than what you get in Washington, probably. Not that I've visited United States secondhand. I just love thinking about where these things came from because you know this was either early 2000s or 90s. Or the weird shape of it. They don't make things with such a long top anymore. And obviously I remember this from when I was a kid. I had a pink one. But this is brand frickin' new, right? And this doll was probably had by some kid who just broke the arm and went, hey, no thanks. And, well, now I've got a doll and a mismatched, car set, so I've got a fun time right there. I got a phone to film it with, and I got this to go camping with. I just love putting things together and frickin', it's... Buying stuff is so great. I just wish it was easier to get rid of. But I suppose this is it. I'll retape a lot of this once I've got modeling clips up, and I'll test these purchases. But till then, I wish the homies a great shopping adventure, if you so wish to venture there. Eyes out.